What is up, everyone? It is me, Psycho Blue, conductor of the High Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Crosswires, hashtag TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. It is time to stream the tournament from Beast in the East 5 in Hampton over the weekend of August 26th through 28th. The date on this is August 26th. This is Friday. Additionally, we have enough people, so not only will there be Match Arena money on the line, but this is also a ranking event for the Heroes and Half Shells Championship Series, part of the Crosswire Championship Series for 4 games this season, TMNT Cross Justice League being one of them. I will not waste your time any further. I do believe it is time to get our competitors up on the stage. Let us proceed right now and see who comes out on top of Beast in the East with TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. Offline action with this wonderful game. Are you guys ready? Because I know I am. Let's do this. First up, I will need to set up the Match Arena tab. So let's get that up right now. And we will begin right now. So I do believe first up is going to be Misty, Vale, and Traestarr. Both of these players are from the Virginia Beach area. After all, this is an event that takes place in Hampton, which is part of the notorious SOVA area, housed and has brought forward many great fighting game players, especially in the 2000s and 2010s. Usually more on the 3D fighting game end. Blackula lives here. Winback lives here. A certain player who has gained notoriety for entirely different reasons in Tekken is from this area as well. Whodat, who is the person who's been winning all of these amazing TMNT Cross Justice League events, including Combo Breaker, calls the SOVA area his home. And Mr. Aquaman of the NRS scene is someone from this area. So this area has a rich fighting game history, and you will see that on full display this evening. Right now they are getting their buttons set up. TMNT Cross Justice League is not Mugen. I know everyone keeps saying this is Mugen. No, it is not Mugen. It is the Ikemen engine, and thanks to the wonders of modern technology, this engine allows for the classic 3SO type setup where you just press your button and that's how your buttons are set up. Saves a lot of time. I remember when that used to be a commodity, and now almost every game does it now. Count your blessings, everybody. We're in a great age for fighting games all around, not just for AAA games, but now we have lots of ways to play these older games or these more niche games. After all, there's a fan game after all, despite how much effort's been put into it. We have someone in the chat saying he's never heard of this. Yeah, TMNT Cross Justice League is a fan game, but it has a lot of professional talent involved on the development end. We have composers, artists, even some programmers, I believe. Actually, no, that's not right. Sorry. Composers and artists. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Composers and artists from SNK, from Konami. This is probably why I had this brain fart. There was one artist who actually made new sprites just for this game to add as animations, or complete animations that were incomplete from the games that these characters are native from. That's probably why I said programmers. No. The lead programmer is, or are, the people at News Team 6. It is time to get our first match started. Misty, Vale, and Traestarr. Alright, button check right now. No worries. Misty Vale put on a show in the first TMNT Cross Justice League event I gave to NYC Furby, and that is sitting at a little bit over 25,000 views, which is well above average for most online tournaments, especially one as niche as this. There's one, there's another, and Misty Vale won the hearts of players over, and I was told this in Combo Breaker. Misty Vale's performance as Despero really inspired people to pick up the character themselves, and Misty Vale is looking to repeat his success from that event back in January by taking a convincing first round against Traestarr. Oh, good jumping. So, something that oh, that was another command grab. So, Despero has 2 command grabs. He has the SPD, and that's the EXSP right there, the OTG one. And he has an Ultra Throw, which is the universal command grab every character has. And thanks to combining those 2, along with devastating combos, Misty Vale is on the board, up 1-0. Traestarr is going in full retreat. He has other plans to try and stop this grappling menace, Despero. Going on a unique stage, Bizarro Land, the composer, and you can hear the music now, the composer for this stage is the one who did some of the Metal Slug games, and he made a song just for this game. Shoutouts to our producer, hey, what's going on here, for making those connections and meeting the prices that were set by these composers and artists. He has been fantastic in making this game really shine beyond most fan projects. Misty Vale is on set point already. Despero, a true force to be reckoned with. You have to be sure you are properly keeping him out and punishing when necessary. Traestarr, however, is new to this game. This is his first time entering a TMNT Cross Justice League tournament. Misty is making him pay for his novice ways right now. Escorting Raphael. The core Raphael gets out with the Psycho Crusher. The power drill. It's done. That should be the round. Not quite. Now it is OTG's grab. Misty Vale powers through and wins this set 2-0. Traestarr just getting demolished again. So Despero, history-wise, this is a lore stuff. Despero is a character that's been around since like the 1940s. I do believe he is the first, if not one of the first, supervillains the Justice League ever faced. And he has gone through a lot of redesigns and reimagining since that time. When he first showed up, he was more of a strategist, lean character, more human-sized. And then as you got to the 80s and 90s, he became this physical powerhouse, in addition to being a master strategist who prides himself on being the smartest, the strongest, the perfect warrior. Yeah. Overpowered Yeti in the chat just mentioned these matches are fast. Matches in this particular game can end very quickly, but I think the game, and this is why I love this game so much, and why I got involved in it. This game, for a fan game, it is shockingly fair. There's a lot of craziness going on, but nothing like ridiculous, I'd say. This is a game where you are rewarded heavily for strong fundamentals, especially strong defensive fundamentals. You saw earlier this week Street Fighter Cross Tekken's latest Matcherino event, and that's also a game with very high damage, but matches can either be very fast or very long, and TMNT Cross Justice League the same way. In Misty Vale's case, he's playing Despero, where he can get stunned on enemies very easily, but at the same time, strong defense can keep Despero out, and then he struggles to get out of the hole that he's put himself in. You just have to mind your punishes and make sure that nothing Despero does is allowed to be gotten away with for free. Next up is going to be Senkou, Zero, and Fernando. Fernando is another new player. I actually picked him up because he was promoting Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, or Nick All-Stars Brawl. I'm going to call it Nickelodeon just by force of habit. I am, after all, 36 in a couple weeks, so I'm an old man, and for me, Nick is still Nickelodeon, even though the names have changed over the years. He was promoting Nick All-Stars Brawl, and I showed him this game, and he was happy to join in, as he was the person we needed to make this a Matcherino League qualifier. And don't mind the mouse on the screen. I will move it out of the way once we get started. Again, I recorded these matches on my laptop, and because the internet there was kind of spotty, as well as the sound being all over the place, I am just now streaming this. And I have not paid it out. If you would like to contribute to the pot, you can do so right here. Click !Matcherino. Matcherino is the platform used to make these tournaments turn into big money that goes right in the players' pockets. And I'm always happy to donate to the players who help make these events come true, because without the players, there are no events. Power to the players. Shouts at Matcherino, the esports platform that makes it so you can support your players directly by watching them on stream and putting some Sadaka in the pot. Alright, there we go. So Senkou is playing Batman. Batman is one of my favorite characters in this game. You see that dive kick, that is a special attack. It's not so much like he's doing Rufus stuff, but you press circle forward and kick, and it'll jump up and come right back down. And as you can see, it's a very quick overhead. The heavy version starts up slower, but that is a juggle starter, and it has such good height. You can use it in anti-air in a lot of situations as well. Otherwise, Batman has a fireball. He has great normals. His jump is not that great, but he has a lot of ways to traverse the screen otherwise. Like, his jump doesn't go very far. It's like a Zangief type jump, but he doesn't really need it to force his way in. You see, just with a dive kick alone, he is making Fernando trying to figure out how he's going to get past this menace that protects Gotham City. Unfortunately, the EX ball from Michelangelo is not projectile invulnerable. It is, however, a great move to stun people with on hit, and it is safe on block. Batman has forced Michelangelo to the corner. Michelangelo in this game is a hybrid motion and charge character. His fireball is half circle forward and punch, but he has a flash kick, the Rising Thunder, which is charge down, up and punch, and the rolling attack is charge back and forward and kick. Senkou takes game one. Let's see how Fernando responds now that he knows what he's up against. Michelangelo is a character I've been kind of fiddling with a little bit more on the side. And I think in this situation, you have to be sure that when Batman tries these shallow jumps, or even the moment you see him leave the ground, you should be preparing to Rising Thunder him at any point. You don't want to let Batman just get him for free. I think Michelangelo has a ton of tools to not let Batman do so. We'll see if Fernando has a chance to do them. After all, I showed Fernando how to play this game, but again, it's a game of strong fundamentals, especially traditional ST-type fundamentals. And if you don't have those down, no matter how many combos you lab, it's not going to be much fun for you trying to get past all this. You had to find that sweet spot, and you had to be sure to enforce it. Senkou is on set point. Senkou has been contributing to most of my tournaments, actually, so thank you very much, Senkou. Senkou is another writer on the TMNT Cross Justice League story mode side. I'm also on that team, and I was writing a lot of the stuff for an update that's coming out in the very near future. I cannot say exactly when, but just know it is on the way sometime likely in the next few months. And I look forward to showing you what I'm working on, and I look forward to seeing what Senkou's worked on as well. Both of us want what's best for this game, and what makes this game fantastic isn't just the fantastic gameplay, but all the people working on it are massive fans of fighting games and of the franchises represented here. Batman, Ninja Turtles, Justice League in general, DC stuff. Diving Stomp, and Senkou moves forward 2-0. About that Diving Stomp, so he has two variations of that with no Omega. The light version is just a fake hop, and the heavy version is the true stomp. It will track on the opponent, kind of like Bison's V-Trigger 1 EX head stomp, and come right down on them. However, it is not safe on block by any stretch of imagination, and he has to really stick himself out there or have a big call out to do it consistently. The EX version has him disappear and attack from the opponent's behind. So between his fireballs, the dive kick, his Sobots, and that, Batman does have an answer for most situations, both offensively and defensively. We are getting our next match ready right now. And if you would like to download this game, you can type in !TMNT XJL in the chat. This game is free to download. Additionally, I will be providing a link to the tournament, a link to the game along with the tournament when it's uploaded to Arturo's channel. Again, this is going to NYC Furby on YouTube. Thank you very much, Arturo, for all you do for these games I love, and let's continue doing great work together. Arturo has been doing fantastic work promoting not just these, both the new school and the old school. Fighting games are truly great. Additionally, I have seen the light when it comes to talking about high refresh monitors. Mine only cost me $130, and it's been a fantastic investment. This game looks gorgeous, and both old and new games look fantastic on high refresh monitors. Mine goes up to 165 hertz, and even just 144 hertz would be a vast improvement from what you may be used to otherwise. Slowly but surely, we are marching towards an era where the refresh rates can match a CRT, and when that time comes, that will truly be something magical and maybe a bit bittersweet. If you are playing TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo, chances are very high you're a fan of the Super Nintendo era of fighting games and the CRTs that you played them on. Back when we did have to worry about input lag because CRTs didn't have anything to worry about when it came to that. So, yeah. Maybe one day, guys. Next up is going to be Senkou Zero and Dragoncharlz. Both of these gentlemen are from Team Best From Now, located in the Sova area. Dragoncharlz is one of the stronger players in TMNT Cross Justice League history, going all the way back to TMNT Cross Justice League Vanilla, back when it was still on Mugen. This version, TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo, is on Ikimen. Senkou going with Chrome Dome, Dragoncharlz going with Wonder Woman. If any of you guys watch Combo Breaker, you know what a menace Wonder Woman truly is. There was a bug discovered recently where she had something really broken about her lasso. That has since been patched. I actually applied this patch just minutes before this tournament. And keep in mind, that was not why she was busted. She is top tier, and she has earned that. However, don't count out Chrome Dome. We're getting the OTG combos now. You see those dive kicks. That is new to TMNT Cross Justice League. And it has paid off dividends for Senkou Zero as he and Chrome Dome are up around. So Senkou Zero using Chrome Dome. You see these stretchy limbs. He had that back in Tournament Fighters. Meanwhile, Dragoncharlz going with Wonder Woman, who is using the Flight Oki to mess up Senkou's wake-up options. Look at all this damage. The stun and most likely death. That's done. Dragoncharlz fires right back, and now he has a round on the board. Back and forth we go. Senkou has some good fundamentals, but Wonder Woman is a character that really tests your reflex. You have to really pay attention to what she's doing. Otherwise, this is how rounds typically go when you're facing her. Oh no! Dragoncharlz drops it only to pick it right back up with some crouch lights. Dragoncharlz up 1-0. Let's see what Senkou does. Does he stick to Chrome Dome or does he go to carries a little bit higher in his rotation? Yeah, I figured. He's a pretty good Cyber Shredder player. Cyber Shredder, as I call him, Classic Shredder, the C Shredder. Lore-wise, this is not the true Oroku Saki. This is just a Kagemusha who is filling in for the foot, a robotic decoy. as the true Rokusaki is dead. Or was dead, but he was revived in this game as Omega Shredder. Oh no, you baited the reversal. Wonder Woman is not impressed by this wannabe. And as such, she is one round away from putting him into the scrap heap behind them. Going back to Cyber Shredder. So, Omega Shredder is an offensive character, and Cyber Shredder is more for defense. You see the charging uppercut. He also has the headbutt like Balrog has. And he's going to use that Fire Shockwave, which is new to TMNT Cross Just League Turbo, to play some kind of spacing and make enemies careless. So they do try to go in the air to avoid it, and that's what happens. Both the lunging uppercut and the headbutt are fantastic anti-airs, and both of them can leave some pretty devastating juggles. However, Wonder Woman for Omega Super has put Cyber Shredder on the verge of destruction. Senkou's got to figure out something. It's not looking very promising. Oh no, you tried going in, but Wonder Woman said, no, stay out. Stand heavy kick. I am not impressed by your dashing uppercut. Fundamentals win the game, and fundamentals win the day. Dragoncharlz moves forward 2-0. Good stuff to Dragoncharlz. However, Senkou Zero had his moments, both with Chrome Dome, particularly with Chrome Dome, to be honest. I think Cyber Shredder has a lot of good options to deal with Wonder Woman, but it involves being very keen on what she's doing. Shredder in general thrives on punishing people for being too overzealous, between the headbutt, between the uppercut, and you use the shockwave to force people to get careless because of how much pushback that move has. Additionally, Shredder has a reflector that is both lights, and if he uses the EX for the reflector, I think that is 2 heavy punches and light kick, he can actually store a fireball and throw it back at the opponent manually, like Bison's V-Skill 1. While the regular version just reflects whatever it touches. But unlike Rugal's Reflector, it is not a move that actually hits people. It's just something that only reflects fireballs. Kind of like how the Reflect move worked in the Power Rangers fighting game for Sega Genesis. We are going to Loser's Bracket. We might see more of that Shredder as Senkou Zero goes on to face Traestarr. Once again, guys, I hope you are enjoying the show. You can donate to the Matcherino at this link I am posting in the chat right now. This goes right in the players' pockets. It is such a fantastic platform for promoting esports, not just fighting games, but also other games that have a competitive following. I actually set Matcherinos for every game at Beast of the East. One game got close to $1,300. That was Stepmania X. And huge shout-outs to that community for rising up and turning that game into a major. I was the one who set up all the Matcherino. I said, hey, let's do it. What's worse that could happen? And later this week, I'll be paying out those Matcherinos. Stepmania, particularly Stepmania, followed by Smash, really got some numbers. And thank you so much to everybody who donated. Senkou Zero playing Leonardo. Leonardo, he is the Ryu of the game. Leo has always had a little bit of Ryu in his personality, being all about the fight, all about training and improving. And it's so appropriate that he is a Shoto archetype in TMNT Tournament Fighters and now TMNT Cross Justice League. I should note, he is significantly better in TMNT Cross Justice League compared to Tournament Fighters. The Omega system and the boost combo system really help him. To get Omega stock, it actually kind of activates like gems. You have to get the first attack, or you have to be in the gray health, or you have to not get hit. And with all these things in mind, you can build Omega stock, maybe even when you're not realizing it. And sometimes you can build, and depending on your health, you can build more than one Omega stock at a time, which can lead to some devastating combos. Again, so always keep eyes on your Omega stock, and think about your pacing. If you're playing a well-paced match, chances are you already have more than one Omega stock on deck. So what I was recommended by Whodat is always do your combos as if you have Omega, and don't even think about if meta conditions or not. Senkou, keeping it simple. EX Fireballs, EXDP. EXDP, as you saw, is one of Leonardo's main combo fillers, as that's a juggle starter. Senkou finishes off with a boost combo, and he is up 1-0.
Leonardo, Donatello, select your stage. Rundown slow.
Okie dokie, Traestarr going back to Donatello. So at this point, I consider Donatello my main, and also on Arturo's channel, you're going to be seeing a 1-to-5 grudge match I had with Whodat, with my Donatello versus his Rat King. Because I remember someone saying in the comments, hey, Psycho Blue should play Donatello that last match Arena Rambat, and whoever said that will get their wish, and we'll see if we fare any better. Just so you know, it was a very exciting, very close set. So whoever said that's definitely onto something. Senkou is right now on set point. Donatello is a character, he has a fireball, but his fireball is not really that good for zoning. But the rapid pokes, basically his 100-hand slap, and his headspin attack are really good. The headspin attack, the EX version, is like an EX spinning bird kick, but it moves him forward. It works really good as a reversal, and as an anti-air works great too, because it's a juggle starter as well. You always have to watch out for EX headspin attack, and keep eyes on what Donatello's doing to drown you in frames, because he will use that move to check you. Senkou is a couple pins away from finishing up Donatello. EX Fireball doesn't do it. Fireball worn out, but a crouch heavy punch, beating him with the good old Street Fighter fundamentals. As apropos for a Shoto, Leonardo and Senkou move forward 2-0. Good stuff to Senkou. Again, Senkou has really good fundamentals, and I think that's where he really thrives when he plays characters like Shredder and Leonardo. He won our first big tag tournament that took place back in the spring. That's also on Arturo's channel. That's Tag Team Power. Senkou won that tournament with a variety of characters, but he finished off in the Thriller Grand Finals with Darkside Donatello. Senkou is someone who always loved tinkering with the whole cast, because the whole cast is so much fun. Again, this game has something for everyone, and Senkou is always on a mission to prove that. We will be starting our next game very shortly. Let me think who's next. So we had... All right, there we go. Okay, next up, I do believe this is going to be Whodat and Misty Vale. Whodat and Misty Vale are also both team best from now. Misty Vale, I've already talked about. He was the grand finalist for the first TMNT Justice League event I ran that was brought onto NYC Furby and broke the internet. I mean, that video blew up. Thank you everyone who watched it, and thank you everyone who's downloaded the game from that. Because I was told by the producer that that really got some downloads going, and I am proud that I had a part in that. So thank you everyone who made me kind of saying, hey, how about this game? Thank you for making it worth it. But Whodat he's a warrior. He won Combo Breaker. He won the last Match Arena Rambat. He's won most tournaments for this game that I've hosted that he's been a part of. He's also been a fantastic commentary partner as well. And I hope at some point I get to commentate with him again. It's always nice to have a fellow sports fanatic on the mic with me, as that is my childhood dream, to one day be a talking head talking about sports. Perhaps with the way the world's going, that may be a possibility. But for now, we are in a tournament where Whodat looks to defend his affinity against Misty Vale, who is already telling Whodat, don't be so cocky just because you got all these accolades. It's a brand new day and a brand new tournament. Misty Vale takes the first round in a perfect. This matchup, the Zoner versus the Grappler. Whodat has a variety of characters he play as, but Green Arrow is usually close to the top of his rotation. What he has done with Green Arrow has been nothing short of phenomenal. Like, this character has his caveats, but if you can play him optimally and just get that rhythm going with the projectiles, he can look close to unfair. He is not unfair, though. I definitely don't put him like the same category as your Wonder Womans or your Wingnuts. But all the same, it's always a pleasure to watch Whodat play this character. You're seeing it right now. He is just minding his space and trying to force Despero to make a mistake, and that is the round. Green Arrow barely got touched. Complete turn of events from the previous round. The Bomb Arrow. So, you might notice some similarities to Hawkeye with this character. He only has two default arrows, Fire Arrow and Ice Arrows. He can mainly switch them with down, down, kick. If he does down, down, 2 kicks, because that costs a Mega Stalk, he can get a Trick Arrow, like Hawkeye would have in the Marvel series. And he can set those Trick Arrows and manually pick which one he wants to pull out based on the button he presses before he does the EX stock charge. Okay, looks like Despero's finally got his hands again on Green Arrow. This is going to suck. This could be it. This could be it. It is! Misty Vale on the board. He is up 1-0. Green Arrow is put down, and Whodat all of a sudden looks mortal right at the top of the bat. Alright, so Whodat is back to select screen. He's thinking about who do I want to use next. Again, Whodat has a number of characters in his rotation. And again, this is a tournament with some money on the line now. I'm putting that Match Arena stuff on there. This is also a Crosswire Championship Series ranking event. Good to see you, Max Sensei. If you would like to donate to the Matcherino, just click ! Matcherino, and that will pull up the link for this evening. Whodat going to Wingnut. So I talked about tiers. This character is absolutely in the top tier. Depending how you feel, it's either him or one was the best character. Misty Vale, however, is sticking to Despero, as he should. Go for what you're comfortable with. Make it hurt. Okay, get the shoulder tackle. Just got one, though. You see Misty Vale in a hurry to keep Wingnut from getting into the sky, because that's when disaster strikes. Got him again, this time with the EX headbutt. Uh-oh, this is going to stink. Wingnut might be down. And Misty Vale is already on set point. Again, don't count those chickens before they hatch, young man. You may have all these accolades, but it's a brand new day, and your stablemate is looking to give you a quick ride to loser's bracket. Okay, Whodat is getting started. Those crouch light kicks reach absurdly far, and they're pretty fast, and because of that new lunging punch move, Wingnut can easily convert off of it, and you're seeing it right now. So Wingnut not only has fantastic mobility, he's after all an air dash pioneer in the world of fighting games, But, uh-oh, you got air-to-air. Super 2. Once more, that is a new move to TMNT Cross Justice League. You saw those Sonic Blasts. That's his original super move from Tournament Fighters. Now it's just an Omega attack. Oh, getting those juggles and those corner carry. So here's what's going to happen with Wingnut. Wingnut will either be advancing with the diving attack, or he will throw a Moonbuster, the air projectile, as cover fire, and then go for a potential high-low mix using his aerial mobility. Busting out the EX dash punch. Watch your feet. There's one. Okay, Despero got his hands on him. There's another. Gonna jump in. You have to take that. Oh, he baits a reversal, but he still gets hit by another one. Whodat had another stock of Omega saved up, and that's exactly what he used it for, to make Despero think it was time to get hit, only to realize no, and no! Despero made a call with Super 2, the anti-air grab, and that was enough for Whodat to say, I gotcha. It's now tied at 1. How you doing, Scrubs? Welcome to the show. This game's dope, by the way. Don't let anybody tell you different. And once again, this is not Mugen. This is the Ikemen engine. Much better than Mugen. A little juggle right there from Whodat. So, Misty has some ways to get through this. You saw the EX tackle get through projectiles earlier. And if he can figure out a way to get his hands on Wingnut, either with that or with the EX headbutt, then it could be disaster. Oh, he went for a command grab, but the invisible reversal of that EX dashing punch has put Wingnut in a pretty dominant position. Despero is trying to get something going, but he has to, he has to kind of anticipate when Whodat wants to go airborne, and that's how he stops him. And by the way, I'm wrong. Super 1 is the air super. Super 2 was that guitar smash. Nice. Keep it simple. That's actually some good stun right there. So each of those hits build up stun. As you can imagine, Despero has a very, very large stun meter, so you have to tap him a lot. And Wingnut has the tools to do so. You just got to get setups like that, and Despero should be close to stun now. Just got to get one more hit, a couple more hits, because not enough. He's still not stunned. Now he's stunned, and that should be, it is. Whodat moves forward to winners finals against Dragoncharlz in a thriller 2-1. Misty kept it close there, though. That was a good set. Despero has been his dude, and he has repped him well. And, hey, between you and me, when that update does come out, I did make sure I gave Despero a lot of story love. Because Despero, as I said earlier in this stream, he's a character that's been around for a very long time. And at full strength, he's a character who's like Darkseid tier when he has all of his hacks ready. So we'll kind of hint at how strong Despero really is and how menacing he really is once we get there. But for now, we are in the present. This is TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo at Beast in the East, a Matcherino event, as well as part of the Crosswire Championship Series, since we had enough people entered for it to qualify. I would appreciate if you guys would put something in the Matcherino. You can do so by typing !Matcherino like I am doing right now. Anything is appreciated. Additionally, if you're looking to download this game, you can type in !TMNTXJL, and that will populate the link. Additionally, I will provide the link for the VOD that's put up on NYC Furby. This game's dope. Go play it. And there is rollback on the way. This is offline right now. We've usually done our tournaments on a dedicated Parsec server, but there is rollback on the way. I don't have a timetable on that, but I am being told it's coming along slowly but surely, and that will be That will be good times. Okie dokie. This is winners finals, and as such, this is going to be first to 3. 3 out of 5. Is he going with Leo? Yeah, about to say it's not really a... I mean, Whodat can play the whole cast, but against Dragoncharlz, I suspect he'll be going with someone a little bit higher in his rotation, since Dragoncharlz is one of the stronger players in this game, and someone that they played very frequently, since they are part of the Team Best from Now together. Whodat going with Armaggon. So, Cowabunga Collection comes out, I believe, tomorrow. And if you are new to the world of TMNT tournament fighters in general, Armaggon is considered by many to be the best character. He is full-on dummy. He is not quite as full-on dummy in TMNT Cross Justice League, but all the same, he can definitely ruin your day. And if Dragoncharlz and Zoom let him, Armaggon will absolutely give Zoom the worst day he's had. He likes to tell Barry and Wally, "I'm every bad day you ever had." Nice, tried to catch him with the cross-up knees. Oh no, busting out with the EX tackle, but nobody home. Oh, nobody home there! Blocking the flash kick. Now Zoom gets something started. Just don't let that happen. Super 2 just going right through the fireball and tossing Zoom out like yesterday's trash. Thank you very much, Mac, for the $10 donation. You are the man. Mac Sensei, everyone, the tournament organizer for EVO 2022 for TMT Cross Justice League Turbo. Thank you so much. He's also doing locals, I believe, for his TMNT Cross League event. So thank you very much for supporting your locals and having this game out of them. Thank you. Okay, Dragoncharlz and Zoom are getting something started. Zoom he has a lot in common with Rashid in Street Fighter V. The angled fireball, the dash. He's like Rashid with a Bushin run. And you see that spinning mixer right there, but there is nobody home. Armaggon and the shark jives just gradually chipped away at Zoom's patience and his life bar, and now there is nothing left. Whodat and Armaggon are up 1-0. I have seen some rather filthy setups from Knockdown using Zoom's EX projectile, the tornado that goes up and then moves forward on the ground. However, a crouching Armaggon is always a force to contend with, especially for someone like Zoom, who relies so heavily on opponents being careless. When you have a flash that just laughs at most anything you can do offensively, it might be time to go a little bit cheaper. Thus, we have Wonder Woman. Armaggon and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has a reflector, like Shredder does, so that can stop a lot of the fireball nonsense that Armaggon is throwing at her. And there's also a lot of shenanigans to stop Armaggon's shark dives. Armaggon has to assume, is Wonder Woman going to float down and land in time before I can flash kick, or will I just get hit overhead and get caught sleeping? That's exactly what happened. Wonder Woman and Dragoncharlz are up around in this game. Stuffing. Okay, so those double kicks obviously have priority over Armaggon Shark Dive, but EX Shark Dive not so much. EX Shark Dive is a fantastic move, like an instant overhead. That move drove me batty in one of the other tournaments that were being played where I was facing Magic Carpino. Thankfully, I have since learned to anticipate what the spacing is of those moves. Yeah, there's like a sweet spot that Armaggon has to be at, where he can dive in a way where opponents can't easily call him out. Wonder Woman busting out with the EX Wonder Kicks, going into Super. It's a bad day for Armaggon. How can you get through this? It's tight. Oh, but EX Flash Kick didn't get all of it, though. That was it. Armaggon is living on a prayer. We'll see if those prayers are answered. Okay, command grab. It's almost there. Oh, no. Couldn't complete the comeback. Dragoncharlz ties it 1 with Wonder Woman. Who is next in the rotation? Yeah, I knew Whodat was going to go to the character select screen.
Wonder Woman.
I don't like Green Arrow in this matchup. So if you're going to go with somebody, go with Wingnut. Yep, Wingnut. This was grand finals of Combo Breaker. It was Wingnut and Whodat versus Fibonacci and Wonder Woman. And we're going to another original stage. Shoutouts to not just our producer, but one of our main artists, What's Going On? What's Going On Here. It's not What's Going On Here. And all of his contributions therein, both artistic and all things in between. He is also someone who makes it rain these Matcherino pots across his lifetime, and he has made some fantastic contacts in the video game world. He's met with former writers, former composers, former artists for TMNT Tournament Fighters, and even hit up some of the people for the original Justice League Task Force to come on and put their touch and finish what they started with TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. So thank you very much, for everything you do. Whodat takes the round. Okie dokie. Both these characters, as you see, have a lot of aerial shenanigans, but they work different ways. Wonder Woman and Superman, both of them have that aerial float state where it works like Storm's or Magneto's flight, where they just kind of hover above enemies and then use that to set up their Oki. Wonder Woman can come down with a special move, a dive kick from that, or just end it manually with a punch attack. Superman the other way around. Meanwhile, Wingnut doesn't really float, but he does soar and glide through the air using his air dash. That's a punish. Or not, gets thrown. Good blocking by Wonder Woman, but flinched at the very end. Doesn't get the super, though. Tried to get that air dash, didn't quite get it. However, just going with an air dash gets a regular throw. The EX dive is stopped by the Wonder Kicks. Wonder Woman is, however, in a bad situation. Wingnut, as appropriate to his name, smells blood and takes a sip and just gets to drink the whole bottle as he is now up 2-1. Minus his first to 3. So Dragoncharlz still has a couple more games to solve this if he can get a win on the board, but Whodat just needs one more win. Let's see if Dragoncharlz can take away that lead and turn to a winner-take-all Game 5. Going with Kirby? If he goes with Kirby, he's betting that he can drown Wingnut in the air knives before Wingnut can really start taking off. Kirby also has a DP that could stop a lot of that. But Wonder Kicks beat a lot of things too. So it's interesting to see. It will be interesting to see what Dragoncharlz Kirby can do against Whodat's Wingnut. Okie dokie. So, yeah, that's what I figured. We're going to try drowning him in knives first. And then when Wingnut gets too crazy, there might be a DP waiting for him. Okay, got the command grab. This is a great start for Dragoncharlz. And now he's going for the taunt setups. The taunt setups are absolutely devastating. I saw Griffy Bones do those or try to do them at Combo Breaker. And my goodness, people would just like shrug their shoulders. What do I do now? And if you're not used to it, it can definitely mess up your day. So be careful, everyone. Go for those dives. Okay, there we go. So you see that the fireballs for Kirby's recover a lot faster than Wingnuts. So there is that going for it. Well, Kirby says, no, I'm going in. And it's paying off. That's big, big damage. And I think it's the round. It is. Okay, Dragoncharlz looking like he made the right call here. Switch to Kirby as he gets around on the board.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, going again with those air knives. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so the EX Omega Supers in general have gotten some buffs damage-wise over the last few months, and Kirby's in particular has, at least if I recall correctly, Kirby's in particular got a little bit of a bump. However, it's not enough of a bump if you. Oh, what the heck? He's already out of stun. Wow. Okay. So now he's using the taunt to kind of keep himself protected from Wingnut's dives. That is creative. Oh, try to go again for that instant air-to-air, but Kirby didn't finish his food. He got that tricky jump in, that double heavy kick, but he didn't get the combo he wanted, so Wingnut just said, hey, I'll just bust out with my reversal, and there you go. Whodat is now on set point. Moving up, get some dives in. Blocks cross-up, only get thrown again. And he got the command grab this time. Setups, he blocks the dive, but doesn't block all the kicks. Again, those things reach so far away. Never underestimate how far those crouch light kicks reach. Got the side switch as well, that's nice. Kirby trying to find an opening. It's not nearly as easy as it once was. Gets hit by a fireball, but a bust out with the EXDP. And now Wingnut's the one who's been grounded. Gets jabbed out, but oh no, Charles didn't finish there. That might have been close to a stun. What the heck? Did he run out of juggle points? All right, Whodat moves forward 3-1, but there are some strange things that happened during that round. I wonder if Kame has an explanation or two about it. So Whodat will be going to Grand Finals on winner's side, and Dragoncharlz will be awaiting his opponent in loser's finals. Entertaining set, though. These have been some good sets thus far. So next should be probably, I think Misty and Fernando might be next. So if anybody's excited for that Despero that we've been seeing wreak havoc on Arturo's channel, you'll have to see more of him, and I am happy, because Despero's cool and Despero rules. We're getting our players ready right now. And once again, if you would be so kind to donate to the Matcherino, if you are watching and have not done so, anything would be appreciated. Matcherino, of course, is an esports platform that allows you, the viewer, to donate money directly to the players that you are supporting. And trust me, your support is very much appreciated. It's never required, but you would be surprised how far a little bit of Sadaka can go. It shows you guys care about the game, it shows you guys care about the players, and it shows you guys care about events like Beast in the East. Once again, I set up the Matcherinos for a lot of Beast of the East streams this weekend, and people definitely showed up and showed some love. Thank you everyone who donated. Trust me, it did not go ignored. The gratitude was overwhelming. As I said, Misty, Vale, and Fernando. I am going to assume Fernando will stick to Mikey. Again, I was showing Fernando this game, and Mikey was the one we were focusing the most on. And I like Mikey. So obviously Mikey has his flash kick stuff. But having that, especially the EX Fireball, where it's 3 blasts going at unique angles, that can really blow up a lot of Despero's approach attempts. And then once Michelangelo gets started setting up frame advantage with the rolling attacks, that gets really interesting, because then Michelangelo can set up the command grabs of his own. Everybody has a universal command grab, and they either lead to kind of those ambiguous setups like you saw with Batman and Wingnut, or they lead to combos like it does of Despero and Michelangelo. And thank you for telling me, Kame, it is still listed as that. I thought I changed it because I'm looking at the game right now and it says something entirely different, but I suppose it didn't update the way I would have liked. Let me try again. How about now? It should be that now, because I remember changing it. By the way, Kame, it's good to see you. This has been an entertaining tournament thus far, and again, for those who do not know, Kame is the lead developer, and he has done stellar in making this game not just a ton of fun, but accessible at all levels, and really balanced. This game was a main game at Combo Breaker, and I am, again, just blown away at how fantastic this game is, especially for a game that's fan-made. So thank you, Kame, for all you do, and thank you for all you've given us. The gratitude is more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much. Despero is right now trying to get his in Michelangelo, but Fernando kind of figured this game out little by little. So don't think it's... Oh yeah, there you go. Just conditioning him to block and then going for command grabs. That's how you got to play the grappler. Misty Vale is up 1-0 in this set. Okay, so Misty is letting Michelangelo get in a little bit too much. So he's setting up there, but okay, ending with a blast. Okay, so one thing Misty is doing a little bit more of that maybe he didn't do in previous times I've seen him is he's not being nearly as predictable in when he goes for his tick grabs. He's mixing it up. He's adding some staggers like the fireball ender. And that is something that really makes his grab game fearsome, because now you have no idea when it's coming. But the moment you guess wrong, that's the end of your round. Michelangelo's still not stunned, but it makes no difference. Misty Vale is on set point. This game is going by so fast, I didn't have time to change the layout. The scoreboard is still 0-0, but no, it is 1-0 Misty Vale. Careful. There's one. There's another. Jump in. There's one. Okay, now he has Fernando properly spooked. This is it. Misty Vale moves forward 2-0. So next up is going to be Misty and Senkou. Losers semis, I believe. That should be fun. I mean, obviously Misty is well-versed in the ways of the grappler. He has done some magic with Despero. And I can't say it enough. The way Despero won the hearts of the people, thanks to Misty putting him on display on Arturo's Champ, has been really, really fascinating. And I'm happy for Misty that he has that notoriety now. So thank you, Misty, for joining this tournament and showing the world the character that people were asking about at Combo Breaker. I had a whole bunch of people say, hey, I played this game because I saw the footage on Arturo's channel, and I'm the one going with Despero. And Misty was the reason why. With Senkou, though, I could see something maybe not as pure differing archetypes like the Green Arrow Despero matchup, but more of that classic fundamentals, hey, try and come in, I dare you, and whoever flinches first loses the round. Either Despero slowly bleeds out and... Sorry. Either Despero slowly bleeds out and loses either by ramming his face into a bed of nails in the form of Shredder's dashing uppercuts or headbutts or just normals in general, or he loses by time over. Or Misty wins very quick rounds in successive order.
TMNT.
We talked about that January video. That's actually the character that beat Misty Vale's Despero. That was Geki CP's Cyber Shredder. And I think if Senkou picks Cyber Shredder of his own, he might have similar success. We shall see. He could just pick another turtle, though. I mean, Senkou is good with all the turtles. He has, after all, one tag team power of Donatello. I've seen him do work with Mikey, with Leo, with Raph. He's going with Classic Shredder or Cyber Shredder. Again, either or. They're going to Shell Shock Showdown. You get to see my logo up there. As well as several events and several programs that have hosted this wonderful game. I do hope Fibonacci gets to play in one of these Matcherino ranking events, though. Climb Cancel, that's going to be sometime in December at the MAP Technologies building in Baltimore. Orochinagi's there. You see Whodat up there, our champion many times over. Fantastic human being as well. Thank you, Whodat, again for playing this event and showing up Beast the East. I know it's been rough, but all the same, it's much appreciated. Okay, so you're seeing Senkou Zero gradually, slowly but surely, chipping away at Misty Vale, but all that might be for naught because now Misty has Shredder right where he wants him. Boom. There's another, probably a stun. Oh, not quite. Bust out with the super, nobody home. And Senkou Zero hesitated for just a bit, and it all came crashing down in a very devastating way. Misty Vale is on the board. You have to keep your focus when you're keeping Despero out. You cannot let him jump in for free under any circumstance, especially if you are playing a character like Shredder who has no reason to make him jump in like that. Because he has the headbutt, he has the dash uppercut, and he can charge both just by holding backwards. So it's not even like it's a down charge situation where you lose your charge, you stand up. It's just hold backwards. Hold backwards and up you go like that. Oh, he drops the combo though. I guess it wasn't the right super he used. Despero popping up a Super Zone. Super 1, the big final atomic buster. Jumping over. Okay, now Despero's going in. I want to see more of that. Good. EX headbutt, lots of hits, led to some stun as well. And there it is right there. Senkou fires right back, and now it is tied at 1 round apiece here in loser semis. Oh, okay, going for a raw charge, he hit something, but... And going under the fireball with the full screen dash upper. That's another thing gets through fireballs. Shredder has so many ways to laugh at fireballs. The reflector, the dashing uppercut. Zoning Shredder is a fool's errand. However, EX headbutt managed to... An EX headbutt again, this time on the other side of the player base. It's weird we have Flophouse VIP, considering this game is most definitely not a flop. This game has really, really shown at both a high level and a casual level. So thank you so much to Flophouse and Map Muscles for the support they provide for this game. I just wish you provide the same support for Cross Tekken, but I guess you can't win them all. There's one, there's another. Senkou's in big trouble. He avoids the Super 1. Knew a grab was coming, made the right call, and jump back light kick saves it. Senkou is up 1-0 in loser semis. All right. Once again, Despero only has so many ways he can get in on a character like Shredder. Shredder can keep out Despero with some of those fire waves. There are ways Despero kind of forces his way in with Omega attacks, but overall, Misty has been leaning very heavily on the jump, and Shredder has a lot of ways to laugh at jumps. Senkou is on the board, and he is one round away from taking this set and moving forward to losers finals, where Dragoncharlz is waiting for his foe. Something else you can do to really bother Despero is the old enemy of grapplers. Remember, Zangief hates fireballs, so throwing back a fireball at Despero might yield similar frustrations. Interesting little trade right there. So you see, all right, about to say, Despero has ways to force his way in, so he just lapped the fire waves right there. He made the call of the EX tackle, and it worked out. And now it's bad timing, only to get bust out super. The big, gigantic press again got him with EX tackle. What are you doing jumping? That would have been the set, but Shredder got careless, and he just got scooped right up. However, EX headbutt, and now it is anybody's game right now. Tied at 1 round apiece. Despero managed to spook Shredder to jumping when he shouldn't have. That Super 2 is way more active than you might think, and that turned the tide. Okay, both of them have Omega. So you have to watch when Despero tries to force his way in, and what you're throwing out that Despero might power through. Some fire waves right there. Despero couldn't get out of those. And there are, I was about to say, Despero does have some reversals in store now he's got Omega. All right, this time the correct super is used. Managed to get that juggle at the end. EX Flame Wave. And now Despero is getting dominated. And Senkou avoids the Omega Super. There is nobody home. But if there's nobody home, you can just go to the funeral parlor because you have been bodied, sir. Shredder and Senkou move forward 2-0 and will be facing Dragoncharlz in losers finals. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the stream thus far. Once again, you can donate to the Matcherino by typing !Matcherino. Matcherino is the platform used to donate directly to the players that you are seeing on stream. Anything you can put in the pot is much appreciated. Sadaka to the players and the people who are doing their best to show the world that the game they love is truly one worth putting time in. That Sadaka is much appreciated. So please, donate to Matcherino if you have some time. If not, I understand. It's just a suggestion. Matcherino, the esports platform where the money goes right in the players' pockets. I don't see a dime of it. Nor would I ask to. It's not fair. I know I get myself into with these Matcherino leagues, and it's all for the players and the games I love, and the games we both love. And thank you for tuning in, for showing your support one way or another. It is time for losers finals. Senkou 0 and Dragoncharlz. Team best from now will be dominating top 4. Again, it's Misty, Senkou 0, Dragoncharlz, and Whodat. And that's going to be some variation of the order of top 4 for this tournament. Shout out to Team Best from Now for clearing the table. Good stuff, guys. Okay, a fist bump here in Apocalypse. Superman and Wonder Woman. I said earlier, both these characters have that flight mode, and the way they use it is very similar, but you can... the difference is you can probably surmise for yourselves as we see them play out. Superman he's a heavy hitter. There's no way to put it. Superman deals obscene damage, even for a game where most characters deal obscene damage. The way he melts life bars is truly fascinating, and we will see if Wonder Woman gives Superman a chance to show that off. Dragoncharlz has taken a round with a perfect to start things off here in Losers Finals. And don't get caught. Okay, you call the lasso out, and this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Oh, no, he doesn't get the ender he wanted. He could probably gotten an Omega dashing punch, and that would have really spelled disaster. Okay, so Superman has the stand heavy kick to anti-air certain things. So just gotta get the timing down on when one wants to jump. And again, calling out, but doesn't get the jump in follow-up. But he does get the air crush off the counter hit heavy attack. This was an update that was made during the beta phase for TMNT Justice League. Now, if you anti-air somebody, it's a counter hit that causes a float state. That cross-Tekken stuff right there. Dragoncharlz is on the board. They are right now up 1-0. And this is Losers Finals, so it's first to 3.
Round 1. Fight.
Boom, boom. All right, good job. That is still Superman's turn in a way. Like, he hasn't time to backdash away. Bust out. There you go. That EX dashing punch is so threatening. We joke that Superman is the boxer. He only uses his hands. He does not believe in using kicks. He finds that dishonorable. And he only has one low attack in his entire arsenal. So if Superman's going to beat you, it's going to be in situations like that where he uses a bust-out EX attack or stuff like that. Look at the damage on that. Wonder Woman got caught sleeping with wake-up jabs, and that's all it took for Senkou to take the round. My goodness. So much pain. Yeah, being Superman does not really have many low attacks that do much for him. He has to compensate somehow, and obscene damage that's done very easily is how he does so. And the dashing punch catches again. You gotta watch yourself against Superman. That anti-airs, that just blows all the way across the screen. Pain. Pain as you cannot imagine. And I was saying that. Superman deals absurd damage. You don't mess with the S. And I hope someone watching this at some point, whether it be in this stream or on the VOD, know what I'm referencing when I say you don't mess with the S. Those were the toy commercials back in the 90s for Superman. And they had this kid just getting crazy hype. And talking about Superman, not just like Superman himself, but like the villains of the time, the Parasites, the Conduits, the guys like that. Characters are popular in the comics at the time, as well as what was about to come with the animated series. You don't mess with the S, but Wonder Woman seems keen on trying. That game definitely slipped away from Dragoncharlz as Superman did Superman things, and that was enough to take that last game. But Wonder Woman and Dragoncharlz are trying to turn things back in their favor, and that's one way to do it, taking round 1 in game 3.
Round 2. Fight.
You want to be careful as Superman throwing out those laser beams. Those laser beams have a pretty big hitbox, and because of the speed of that projectile, it can catch people sleeping, thinking they can jump over, but actually they can't. Oh no, wake up, ice breath, but it's blocked. The Ice Breath is a really good move for Superman. And it has its moments okay. There are times you kind of have to guess when it's about to end if you get hit by it and you're blocking it. But that situation, Wonder Woman waited out and got the punish. Oh no, EX! No, Omega Super! Sorry, force a habit. Too much cross-teching, guys. Omega Super, swatting Superman out of the sky and grounding him forcefully. And this time the Super didn't connect, unfortunate. So you saw that EX Reflect, that made 2 projectiles, not just 1. And using those projectiles as cover fire, Wonder Woman chases down Superman as she is now up 2-1 in losers finals. Superman is potentially being benched. Let's see for whom. Shredder, maybe? Donatello, okay. My dude, Donatello. Let's see what Senkou's got in store for us. I anticipate a lot of standing heavy punch. I have, yep, there you go, standing heavy punch right there. Look how far that move reaches, and that move hits twice. However, only the first hit is cancelable. It's not like Christie's stand heavy punch where both hits are cancelable. Yeah, I like this. This might be an answer between stand heavy punch providing that spacing and being a pretty decent anti-air, as well as swatting one out of the sky with EX head spin. This might be the answer that Senkou's looking for to stop Dragoncharlz's Wonder Woman. We'll see if that assumption is correct. However, when you're stunned like that, it's not... Alright, thankfully that didn't combo. Wonder Woman got hit with a bust-out super. Now it's much closer. Oh, we'll exchange right there. But no worries, just do another one. And you had enough to get that Omega Super off. Boom. Planted on the ground. Wonder Woman is on set point. 1 round away from facing Whodat and his rotation in Grand Finals to try and run it back in Winners Finals. Let's see what Senkou has to say about that. Boom. Bomb. Uh-oh, you missed it. But caught sleeping, hit with crouching lights, and now Donatello is that position. That's the round. That's the set. EX dive kick, and Dragoncharlz will be moving forward to Grand Finals. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this event thus far. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Introducing first from Losers Bracket. If you came here to slay a dragon, you better be quick about it before the dragon slays you and has you for dinner. From Losers Bracket, Dragoncharlz. And from Winners Bracket, he is your reigning Heroes in Half Shells champion, your reigning Combo Breaker champion, and if you ask who he is, just say, "Whodat?" and he'll reply exactly. In Winners Bracket, Whodat. Team Best from Now is about to give you the show of a lifetime. Grand Finals, Beast in the East 5, TMNT Cross Just League Turbo. Let's see what happens. Let that intro play for a bit. Shoutouts to the dude Nona for providing so much artwork for this game. Nona's artwork was the start of all these other artists and composers joining this project, saying, yeah, you got Nona up in here? Let me see what we got over here. That gave us so much credibility. So thank you, Nona, for starting us down that path, and thank you, everyone, News Team 6 and I, News Team 6 in general. I'm getting ahead of myself. News Team 6 for all they've done to make this game the smash hit that it is. Getting our buttons laid out, and we will be starting momentarily. My assumption is Dragoncharlz will stick to Wonder Woman. And okay with Zoom. Maybe? Okay, Wonder Woman, I figured. Wonder Woman and Rat King.
Select your stage.
That's gonna be fun. Rat King is considered by Whodat to be one of the worst characters, but that's not really saying much. Again, for a fan game, this game is really, really balanced. It's actually pretty fascinating how balanced it is, how fun everyone is, and how viable everybody is. But in terms of the common tier list, you're looking at a top tier versus a bottom tier. That being said, I am curious to see what Whodat will do to try and overcome that. Oh, okay. At first you don't succeed, try again. Lasso managed to catch something at the end anyway. Watch yourself. Good. Interrupt that. So that sweep at the end, there's a gap between it, and Rat King caught it. And because Rat King caught it, we're about to see a potential turn of events. Using that Makoto dash to go up and smother Wonder Woman, eventually chipping her out. Whodat takes that round as the screen flashes behind him, cheering him on with his name. Okay, anti-airing with the Wonder Kicks. Got flinching, so this is where the mix comes. If it's not the Wonder Kicks, there might be a lasso thrown in between to throw you off. Big damage with the EX Ratty drop. Coming in with that splash. That splash is probably one of the most devastating moves that Rat King has as normal. What he also has is a fantastic reversal in the EX Shock Sphere, as that not only covers a big whiff, but also is a juggle starter. And you're seeing just how devastating all this is. Oh, you baited the Omega. Okay. Whodat on the board and up 1-0. I thought when he was tapping lights that maybe Wonder Woman called him out, but no, he recovered just in time to avoid the Omega Super wrecking his momentum. Dragoncharlz thinking about what to do next.
Zoom.
It's time for Zoom. Last time these two saw each other, Rat King said that Zoom looked like the mascot of a German bar with his awkward color scheme. So Zoom has taken his advice and is now wearing a Toronto Raptors color scheme. Vincenti in the house, and he's about to drive Rat King all the way up the walls and make him completely Vinsane. You drive him so crazy you think your name's Tracy. However, Rat King is already pretty crazy as is. And he says the Drake curse is real, and I'm about to show you why you have put your chickens in the wrong nest. Can Zoom overcome the Drake curse? Right now it's not looking so good as Rat King again takes a round. That Raptors color for Zoom is so sick. There's like a dark purple Zoom I like as well, but the Raptors Zoom is a really good color. The red, purple, and black. So good. Uh-oh, EX Ratty drop, and doesn't get the full follow-up. That could have been a potential stun situation right there if he finished it. And there it is right there. Finish your food. Whodat is now one game away from taking this tournament. Rat King says the Drake curse is real. Kawhi Leonard is not here to save you this time, Zoom.
Wonder Woman. Rat King. Select your
Dragoncharlz
stage.
retreating, going back to Wonder Woman.
Shell Shock Showdown.
Okay, and Amazon doesn't back down from adversity. The harder the fight, the harder they fight. So we will see if Wonder Woman has what it takes to climb out of this hole, or if she will fall down nobly on her shield. All right, this has been a fantastic round for Wonder Woman. About to say, this is the big comeback. Never count on the Amazon. They only get better as the situation gets a little bit more grim. Stun already. Wonder Woman is not quite there, and is there. Wonder Woman drops a perfect on Rat King just when things seem most dire. This might be the start of a big turnaround. All right, drop kick, nobody home. There are ways to punish that, but it's pretty character dependent. So, EX ready drop, and caught Wonder Woman trying to either move forward or maybe float away with the flight. Rat King stuns Wonder Woman right back and doesn't finish it though, misses the sweep. It wasn't the fact that juggle points ran out, it's just that the angle was not very kind to Rat King there. Oh, doesn't chip out though. Does get the anti-air, however. Super 2, Rat Bomb. Whodat is now 1 round away from taking this tournament. Diving in, diving in. Rat King avoids the lasso, and this is going to be hard for him to climb out of. But you just have to condition Rat King to anticipate either the Wonder Kicks or the lasso and make him guess wrong each time, and eventually momentum is lost. Some good damage right there, and it's building stun. This is going to be some close to stun. He's letting damage pile on first, though, just in case he doesn't get it. Tries to get away again. Again, he gets wrong. Probably thinking lasso, hit by the Wonder Kicks. An interesting exchange, but EX dive kick coming down on Rat King as he tries to Omega Super. Dragoncharlz is on the board. Don't count out an Amazon. The Amazonians fight to the end, and the harder the fight, the harder they fight. Rat King has been benched. It's time to go back to the DC universe. Here comes the mayor, Green Arrow.
Here goes nothing.
This should be interesting. This will be Green Arrow trying to paralyze Wonder Woman to eventually get in stand heavy punch range, the big back fist. Wonder Woman has reflectors that deal with the arrows. We will see if she has a chance to use them. This is a promising start, however. Green Arrow has been completely shut down in this particular round. Not quite a perfect, but pretty close. Wonder Woman is going full superhero right now. This is like the big comeback, the shonen comeback, as they say. Or the shoujo comeback, being it's Wonder Woman. Green Arrow might not be the answer that Whodat might have hoped it'd be. All right, now you can start something. This is one way to do it. All right, bust out with the EX leap, gets the side switch. All right, now he's going to start with the stun shenanigans. Yeah, about to say, lay out that bomb. And if Wonder Woman tries to approach too soon, all right, doesn't even need it. TMNT just laying there completely dormant as just the threat of it exploding is enough to spook Wonder Woman into giving that round to Green Arrow. Coming in. Okay, Wonder Kicks catching Green Arrow in the air. You see that setup coming from the flight mode, coming all the way down like full stop on Green Arrow's head. EX Wonder Kicks tries to get out, but couldn't get away from the leaping arrows either. This is exactly where Green Arrow wants Woman to be, but EX Wonder Kicks, this time the bust out does work. The arrows were stopping in its tracks, but not that time. Okay, Bomb Arrow goes off prematurely. Wonder Woman sent to the corner. The Mayor storing another one. Lay it out there. So there needs to be a barrier or a place where Green Arrow can put that TNT where if the opponent tries swinging, they will set it off, and that will be the end. Wonder Woman is not giving Whodat the chance to lay it down, as now it's tied at 2. Next game will either end this tournament or reset the bracket. Excuse me, just a moment. There we go. Yeah, guys, this has been a thriller so far. Is it time for Wingnut? Is it time for top-tier nonsense, ladies and gentlemen? Let's find out right now. Yep, top-tier nonsense, guys. Let's go. Okie dokie. So, with Wingnut, we've already seen this match. You can imagine how it is going to go. It's going to be the flight mode versus the air dash. We will see which way of airborne transportation is superior here in Grand Finals. Right now, things seem to be firmly in Wonder Woman and Dragoncharlz's favor, but as we've seen, things can turn really quick, especially with that reversal, the EX lunging punch of Wingnut. Boom, throw in the corner. Blocking the wonder kicks and interrupting when necessary. You gotta mind those gaps. Donatello's reversal has one like that as well. Still blocking, still blocking. All right, open up the lasso. You tried to get away with the reversal, but you still got hit by because of how the Mad Spectre works. The best laid plans. Super one, but nobody home. One flying a little bit too high. EX Wonder Kicks destroying Wingnut's attacks. Boom. Anybody's round now. Bust out again. Mad Spectre, no follow-up though. Doesn't need one. Doesn't need one, and now Wingnut is just playing with his food. Filthy alien. Whodat is now one round away from taking this tournament. Yeah, there's some lore to Wingnut where his home planet has all these weird rituals when it comes to eating and feeding and drinking stuff. His buddy Screwloose, they have a symbiotic relationship where Screwloose is like a mosquito or a flea that leeches off Wingnut, and Wingnut has his own, or Screwloose has his own benefits for Wingnut. Apart from that, it's like a symbiosis type thing. Basically, Screwloose is like Venom, and Wingnut's like Eddie Brock. All right. That is throw number 1. Got caught low. This should be it. Maybe. Oh, we're causing bugs? That did no damage whatsoever. Okay, I remember, yeah. Kambe, I hope you saw that. The tournament is done. Whodat is your Beast of the East 5 champion for TMNT Cross Justice League Turbo. Let us go to the scroll and see what the results of this tournament have revealed to us. So right now, this is for Marvelous Meetings. I will be announcing a new one for that very soon. It'll be sometime in September. But for now, we're going to focus on Heroes and Half Shells. Based on the most recent results, we currently have 3 events that have qualified for ranking points for the Heroes and Half Shells Matcherino League, part of the Crosswire Championship Series. In first place is Whodat, and he has 21 points as he has won all 3 of the current ranking events. In second place is Senkou 0, who has 9 points. And in third place is Max Sensei, who has 6 points. In the next month, I want to finish ECT first. I will be announcing the finals date for each of the 4 games, so you can plan ahead. And I'll be determining basically the cutoff point for who qualified and the ranking system therein. And once that is done, I will send out invites for that event, and that final Matcherino pot will go up some months ahead of time so we can build more than the usual Matcherino ones that come out like a week or so ahead of time. And there will also be physical medals in each of the Crosswire Championship Series delivered through physical mail to the players that so earned them. So who will be taking home the Crosswires medals? Who will be taking home that big season finale Matcherino pot? We'll find out in the next few months. But in the interim, this is Psycho Blue, conductor of the Hype Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Crosswires. I hope you have enjoyed this event. You will find this on NYC Furby on YouTube. Everybody, give him all the support. He has done so much for the fighting game community in so many different games, both new and old, both lucrative and not so much. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's about love of the game. And that's why we're always happy to support these games, because my goodness, they're so good. See you guys next time, alright? Later.